guys, what's up? It's favorite YouTuber Jaya. Welcome back to my channel. We talk about all things money, finance, and entrepreneurship. Guys, in today's video, we are going to be talking about something a little bit different. I felt compelled to make this video because going back to school and going to college and getting your degree is going to be one of the most important financial decisions that you make. Choosing the right degree can earn you a vast amount of money. Choosing the wrong degree can put you in a whole lot of debt without getting any real return on your investment. So the college that you choose to go to is so incredibly important. And what I have noticed based upon the research that I have been doing is that colleges operate in a pretty predatory way where they start going after kids who are in high school, 18, 19 years old, knowing that they don't have the full understanding of how much college costs and how much really is, let's say, for example, $30,000. Yeah, $30,000, that's a lot of money, but can you really comprehend how much $30,000 is and how much and how long it takes to earn $30,000? Can you really comprehend the importance of making sure you choose a degree that has an actual return on your investment at 17 years old? No. And of course, colleges know that. But however, as long as they get their money, they're going to go after the people that they know don't know any better. So in this video, we are going to be going over ways that colleges take advantage of their younger students. So I'm going to break this down as quickly as I possibly can, because if you're between the ages of 18 to 19 years old, I know that you have the attention span of a squirrel, myself included. I've been trying to film this video for the past 45 minutes and I haven't been able to do it because I've been watching TikTok the entire time. So number one, colleges completely understand that an 18-year-old, and this is no offense to you, but it's true because I didn't know at 18 years old, cannot fully comprehend what the purpose of college is. Allow me to explain. The purpose of college is for you to go to get a degree, and that degree is supposed to qualify you for a job. That's it. The whole college experience, finding myself, coming of age, I'm turning 18, I need to come have responsibilities. Yeah, that's all fine, but we can do that somewhere else where it's not costing you $50,000 a year. The purpose of college is to get a degree that qualifies you for a job. Example, you go to college, you get a degree in engineering, and that engineering degree allows you to get a job working in an engineering field. If you don't have an engineering degree, it's going to be a lot more difficult for you to get a job in that field because you don't have the training for it. Because that's really what college is for, right? Is to train you. Is to train you to get a certain job in a particular field. So if the college is not training you to get a job in a particular field, then the college is not reaching up to its fullest purpose. And the reason why that's extremely problematic is because that is what you're paying for. The average college degree on the low end is $10,000 a year. You are paying this college $10,000 a year to train you to get a job in a particular career field. So if the college is not doing that, then they're not living up to their end of the bargain, right? If you were to go to Target and purchase something, right, and you were to use this for a specific purpose, but it's not working, you would take it back to Target. You would get your money back. But with college, you can't get your money back. And colleges know that you can't get your money back. So there is no incentive for them to actually live up to their end of the bargain. So the point of college is to qualify you for a job. You know, like when you go and you look at jobs on LinkedIn and they say, in order to get this job, one of the qualifications that you need to have a bachelor's degree in XYZ. That's what college is for. We do not go to college in order to prove ourselves, in order to prove our self-worth, in order to have this indie movie finding myself frolicking in the wind type of moment from the ages of 18 to 21 years old. However, that is what we're being sold. And we're being sold that on a ticket of $20,000, and it's putting us into debt and hindering us from reaching our financial goals. Point number two, colleges sell 18-year-olds and 19-year-olds and high school students on the experience of college more so than what the college is actually for. So you go on these college tours and they're talking about the clubs that they have, the student life, the fraternities, the sororities, and all of these different clubs and stuff that they have on campus, which just justifies why you should spend X amount of money. And I'm just confused. Am I going to college or am I signing up for a country club? So while all of that stuff is fun, fraternities are fun. You want to join a fraternity? Join a fraternity. You want to join a sorority? I don't care. You want to join a club, the kayaking club? Do whatever you want. However, understand that that is not the purpose, and that should not be the reason why you're going there. I understand that this college has a huge party life, a huge student life, and that's why you want to go there. However, is it really worth the money that you're spending? Because when colleges go to high school, they know that the high school students are still living with their parents, obviously. And all of these high school students cannot wait to get out of their parents' house and just go live and be free for once and for all, where they finally can just go out and have fun without having to constantly check in with their parents, which is why the student life aspect of college is sold so much. Because look, this is finally your opportunity to get away from your parents and have as much fun as you want. And that really sells a lot of high school students. It doesn't matter that when you're actually choosing the degree program that you're looking at, that a lot of these classes are not going to actually help you land the job that you want, that they're not actually going to train you. So when you get on the job, you actually know what you're doing. It doesn't matter that you're going to college and you have no idea what you want to do yet. So you're just going there, spending money, taking classes that might even not transfer to your degree, which is essentially wasting a whole bunch of money. None of that matters. The only thing that matters is that we have a great student life and we have all of these fraternities and sororities. That's a waste of money. And while it might be all fun now, it's not going to be fun when you're 28 years old and you have a salary of $45,000 a year and $50,000 in student loan debt. When I was in college for the 1 year that I was there, I was very surprised by the amount of older people. When I say older, I mean people in their 30s and 40s that were in my college class. And one thing that I noticed when older people go to college versus when younger people go to college is that when older people go into college, they're not there to play around. They are there to take their classes and get their credits, because 9 times out of 10, the reason why they're there in the first place is because they already have a job, but they want to get promoted to a higher position so they can make more money. But in order to do that, they need a master's degree or they need to take certain bachelor's classes to get certain qualifications. So they're there, they take their class so they can get that certification and move on to their promotion. However, when younger students are in college, they're not really thinking about that. They're not thinking about the intended purpose of them being there because they're there for the experience. Prime example, I made a video a couple months ago about a school, I think it was UC Berkeley, that is doing a class on Nicki Minaj and evaluating hip hop feminism. Hip hop feminism, those are the classes that are sold to 18 to 19-year-old students because you still have to pay for those classes. That class is not free. However, is that class going to help you get a job in any way, shape, or form? No. Is UC Berkeley pouring money that they're getting from their students into making sure that they produce the best classes possible in order for their students to go out into the workforce fully equipped and prepared for what's to come? No. They're producing classes on hip hop feminism. Why? Because it's easy and you still have to pay for it. And they know if they put Nicki Minaj in the title, a bunch of 18 and 19-year-old high school students are going to flock to that class, and they're either going to take out student loans to pay for it or their parents are going to be paying for it. No 30, 40-year-old who is in school in order to get qualified for that job promotion is going to be taking a silly class about hip hop feminism. And point number 3, and when I make this point, it is not to offend you. It is genuinely the truth. I can attest to this myself. When I was 18 years old, I could not comprehend. At 18, 19, even 20 years old, you genuinely cannot comprehend how much money $20,000 is. So when you take out a loan for $30,000, just saying, oh, I'll just work and pay it back, it is very difficult for you to get a vast understanding of how much money you are actually taking out, because it isn't until you start working a full-time job and those checks are coming in every single 2 weeks and you've worked 40 hours a week and you have bills to pay on top of your student loans that you can really start to comprehend $30,000. Is it really worth it? When I was 16, 17 years old, I really wanted to go to the University of Southern California and get my degree in business administration and entrepreneurship. But in order for me to go to the University of Southern California, tuition and everything, I think it would have cost me anywhere between $50,000 to $120,000 for those 2 years. And at the time I was working at McDonald's, and I was also paying rent, and I was also paying my phone bill, and I was also paying all of the other miscellaneous bills that I had at the time. And at that moment, it really became real to me that I had to look back like, hey, I know I've wanted to go to this school since I was in middle school, but is it really worth the $100,000? Because at the time I was like, $100,000, like, that's fine. It's just money. Like, we'll just pay it back, right? But it wasn't wasn't until I started working and I started having to pay bills that I really was able to comprehend how much money $100,000 is. How much money is $30,000? How long will it take you to earn $30,000? How much money do you need to be making per year in order to afford a $30,000 student loan payment on top of all of the bills that you already have? What are you willing to sacrifice in order to pay that $30,000 back? What type of salary are you going to be offered entry level where you'll be able to comfortably make all of this money? All of these things need to be taken into consideration, and these aren't things that you think about until you start going through life and having more experiences. And at 17, 18, 19 years old, when you sign your name on the dotted line and you've just taken out $40,000 in order to go to school, and it isn't until you're 26 or 27 years old when you've actually been working and paying bills and you actually have a concept of how much $40,000 is, that you're like, whoa, what did I do? Why did somebody let me do this when I was 17? Who gave an 18-year-old $40,000? Why did you do that? Why did anybody let me do this? Do you know how much money this is? I want to go back. I'm 22 and I want to go back in time and just tell myself to shut up. Do you know how much $100,000 is? That is $10,000 10 times. This is not to offend you. This is not to call you dumb. I know you probably had a job if you're watching this channel when you were 16 years old, 17 years old. I had a job when I was 16, 17 years old and I was making $200 a week and I really thought I was doing it big. But I promise you, it's going to take experience of you consistently dealing with money for you to really get a full understanding of how much money you are taking out when it comes to student loans. Because when you're 18 and 19 years old and you just officially hit adulthood, you don't have the experience with large amounts of money over a long period of time. Because like I was saying in the beginning, if you're of college age, how are you most likely going to be paying for college? You either A, your parents are going to be paying for it, which means it's not your money, or two, student loans are going to be paying for it, meaning it's not your money yet. So something happens in your brain when you start paying for things with your own money. You start getting real woke to how much things cost, and you start getting real aware, like, hold on now, hold on, this is how much? Let's think about this. Let's really think about this and make sure that we are making decisions carefully, because this is my money. This is not my parents' money. I actually had to work for this money, and I will continue to having to work for this money. So before I just start going around signing my name everywhere, let me make sure that I'm actually sure about this, because how many 12-hour shifts am I going to have to work in order to pay this back? All those questions start coming to your mind when you start actually paying for things out of pocket with your own money that you've worked for. Whew, so that is all I have for today. I make this video with the sincerest of hearts because I do genuinely care for the people who are watching this video. I want you to have a successful college career, but I also don't want you to end up with tons of student debt, not able to pay it back because you did not choose the right career path, starting off with your degree just because you simply did not know any better. So I hope this video, my prayer for this video is that it genuinely did help somebody, at least one person. If this video could just help one person, I would be so happy and so satisfied. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you're going to college in the fall. Comment down below what college are you going to, and if not, make sure you tell us what are you going to be doing instead of college. Are you taking a gap year? Are you just like, I'm doing my own thing? And make sure you subscribe. Because we're talking about colleges over here. I'm putting y'all on game to the scam colleges. They're no different than the Walmart down the street. They just want to make money, and I'm not going to let them get away with their scams. It's not okay. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And in the meantime, stay strong. Bye, guys.